Welcome to the Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. We are into the area round of the postseason, and the games are getting that much more stressful. Let's get you ready for some football. It's been a while since Spring Westfield has faced some competition, but they will certainly get some Friday night against Klein. We preview that game in the lineup, presented by So Chill Chips and Salsa. Since Spring Westfield lost to North Shore in Week 3, the Mustangs have been a runaway freight train. They have won their last 8 games by an average of 51 points. That's half 100. So the question is how well they fare when they finally match up with some competition. We'll find out this week when they face Klein in our game of the week. Collins is 10-1 and coming off a 5-touchdown win over Bridgeland in the first round. The Tigers got big plays out of running back Justin Castillo and quarterback Tucker Parks against the Bears, and they'll need big production again from them this week. Westfield has just been overwhelming their opponents early and often. Take last week, for example. Against Conroe in the by-district round, the game wasn't even 3 minutes old, and the Mustangs were already up 20-0 en route to a 62-0 halftime lead. Junior running back Taji Atkins scored at will in the first half of that one. If Collins can't slow down the Mustangs' offense, it will be lights out for the Tigers. We got a good one at the University of Houston this Friday as Shadow Creek faces Summer Creek. The Sharks get Duke Butler back at quarterback after he missed a good chunk of the season due to injury. He put on a show in the by-district round as Shadow Creek crushed Brazoswood 77-7. The weapons he has on offense with receivers Jacob Washington and Ja'Cory Watson plus running back Tyleek Burton can be just too much for the Sharks' opponents. But Summer Creek is used to stiff competition coming out of 21-6A. The Bulldogs' 4 losses this year have come to Klein, North Shore, Atascocita, and Klein Collins. And those 4 teams have a combined 4 losses. If Lloyd Avant establishes the ground attack for Summer Creek, this game could be fantastic. Remember, the Bulldogs went 4 rounds deep in the postseason last year and gave Katy all they could handle in the regional final. Look for this one to be a juicy matchup.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Houston Furr lost last week in the playoffs, but not before the Brahmas had a terrific season. They were led by athlete Cam Hurd, and we caught up with him on the recruiting trail.
Hi, my name is Camron Hurd. I go to Furr High School. I play QB for my school, DB, all around really. I'll say the coaching staff and how the school background is, how they develop our receivers going in the NFL. So I felt like that was the right choice to develop my skills to the next level. I'll say my throwing, it got developed over the years. I'll say I was pretty awful at throwing at first, but now I feel like more confident than throwing than the last couple years I was here. I really like to relax, honestly. Watch movies, play the game sometimes, just really chill. A lot, man. It's just a lot of people don't know us. I'm really trying to put us out there, so I really enjoyed the doubt that people gave us. A great athlete, learn how to respect people, stay humble, and that's really about it.
Look for our cameras at a lot of big games this week, but unfortunately we can't be at them all. Let's take a look at some games you need to watch for in the hype. Big game in the 6A Division II playoffs as the Woodlands takes on Klein. As we mentioned last week, Kane is still having to use wide receiver Jaden Smith as quarterback due to an injury to Lance Awe. Smith, who is a bona fide playmaker, came up with some huge plays in the second half against Cy Ranch to help the Hurricanes advance 31-24. Yeme Adeleke is going to need to help Smith in the ground game to help keep up with the high-powered Highlanders. The Woodlands dismantled Aldine Nimitz last week 73-13 as their offense is peaking at the right time. Junior Mabry Matoyer has found his go-to targets in Ethan King and Quinnell Farrakhan. But it's the running game we saw from Arquez Gomez last week that gives the Highlanders an added threat. Should be a good one. Spring Decaney takes on Cy Falls at Randall Reed Stadium Friday night. Cy Falls is the lone team remaining from 16-6A, which made their win in the regular season finale over Cy Ranch that much more important. That victory put them as the top seed out of their district in Division II and got them a game against Tomball Memorial in the first round, which they won 45-35. The Golden Eagles have won 4 out of 5 down the stretch and have gotten a big boost from running back Trey Morris. After starting the season 2-3, Decaney has won 6 straight games and are as hot as any team left in the playoffs. Last Saturday, they beat a good Oak Ridge team 45-20 to advance to the area round. The key could be the play of Wildcats wide receiver Jonah Wilson. The Houston commit has been hard to guard one-on-one, and if he gets double-teamed, it could leave an opening for others to step up. Last week, our defensive title belt went to Clear Falls. Let's take a look at their performance, plus check in on a previous title belt winner. In the by-district round, Clear Falls took down Pearland Dawson 35-14 behind their stingy defense. Anytime the Eagles tried to make some noise, Joshua Moore was there to make a pick, as he had 2 on the night. The Knights also got a boost out of their special teams, as Max Williams returned a kick for a touchdown. This week, look for New Caney to make a run at the defensive title belt. The Eagles are undefeated and are taking on a Tomball team that has shown they can be shut down by a good defense. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school football content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope we got you warmed up for all the action.